Hope you enjoy the session today. So the daily practice is very important. Now you have all the mantras recorded in the same way we have it in our final document that contains the full practice. So you can follow this document and this recording that we just did to keep doing your practice every day. Daily practice is very important because that's when we purify ourselves. That's the moment where we prepare the container for when Guru comes and he does the blessing or the transmission of energy and the Kundalini activation with his hand. We can prepare ourselves for that moment. So every month when he comes to do the blessings, the more we practice, the more we receive the energy. If the container is not prepared, if it's not purified and full of other stuff, the blessings just bounces to that boom. But if we do more practice, the energy comes down and that help us activate ourselves. So daily practice is very important because it helps us not only with that purpose of, of having activation and a blessing and an energy transmission, but to stay in our heart, to slow down the mind, to trust. And then there are very subtle changes that start happening in your life. You start trusting more. You don't care about the things you used to care a lot before. So life becomes a bit more quiet inside your head and inside of you. And it's interesting because the mind is still attached to those things, and sometimes we feel challenged. I have been through this myself when all of a sudden the things that used to interest me, they don't interest me anymore. And I feel like, I want to find enjoyment from these things, but I don't. Why? And that happens because the practice is purifying. And what it does by purifying is dissolving the illusion that we have created around us, the illusion of happiness, the illusion of success, the illusion of certainty, the illusion of control, the illusion of separation between us, the illusion of I'm better than you or worse than you. So then all these things, all these mental constructs that we develop through our lives, they start dissolving. And then suddenly we enter this realm of, oh, what is this? What is life? My life makes no sense anymore. So I have no plans for the future because like I realize that everything's being written anyway. No matter what I have chosen, I'm in this path that I haven't chose, but I'm here. So I'm just trusting and letting go of my need to control my future and trusting that this is the path for me, And that's something that we have to discover ourselves to find that peace in the practice and to trust that, the mind will get on the way all the time. You could be doing something more fun right now. Instead of being chanting mantras and praying, you could be just, being with your family or going to the markets, having coffee, having food, on holidays. But here we are chanting mantras. So I doubt this a lot. My mind doubted. But deep within myself, there's something that tells me this is the truth. And when I am in the right place, I know it's the truth. Then when I get in my head, I doubt everything, We doubt everything when we are too much here, when the voice in the head is very loud. So the practice allow us to, like some of the mantras for us are to find that alignment, that coherence between the heart, the mind, and the soul. And that's why the second mantra we chant is for that, to bring alignment. So then, not just for us, but for our environment, for the people around us. So yeah, it's very difficult for us, for our mind, to understand what we're doing here. Like the mind cannot comprehend the power of the mantras we are chanting. So that's why we need to trust. And that's faith, right? But if you devote yourself to the practice, your experience will show you if it is true or not for you. But the only way you can find that out is by going into the practice. And that's my experience. I've been doing this for a few years now. And yeah, and the more I do it, the more I see things that are like, wow, I don't know what's going on here. But I'm doing it without expectations. I just feel like I have to do it. I'm not seeking for something, because the moment we start seeking for the outcome, we are defining the experience that we haven't had yet. And in that process of the predefining what we don't know, we keep seeking something that might never come. And you might be having the most spiritual experience. You might be having an awakening experience and you don't know it, because your idea of what it is different to what you will experience. It's an inner experience. You don't know. That's why we shouldn't learn these things by books. We should experience it and work with a guru that is already there, who can guide us through the journey. And that's why we work with a teacher. As I always say, I'm just a student like you guys, and I lead the practice, but I'm a student. Guru is the teacher. And most of the things I share here are the teachings that he gave me to share with you guys. So I'm just a student. And it's very important to keep that mindset, because until we are not there, we are always students. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much. Any questions about anything? You wanna ask any questions about the practice? So on Thursday, we are doing a Zoom meeting, a gathering on Thursday night, 7 p.m. for about 45 minutes to talk about, it is for the people who are coming to the retreat. So if you're here or you're watching the replay and you're coming to the retreat in October, I will send you a link with information to finalize payments and to look at some logistics. And on Thursday, we're going to gather together. I'll record the session anyway, in case you can make it, so we can look at all the logistics for the Bali retreat. Like, if you're coming for the full practice, it's 11 days. And 11 days, we need to prepare a few things for it. Okay? Om Namah Shivaya, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to our guru for bringing us together in this beautiful way. Have a great week. I'm going to the markets now, and I'll see you soon. Bye.